All right, in this video, let's go ahead and answer this question. What is customer education? And I'm going to use the definition that's provided by CE Lab, or Customer Education Lab podcast. If you're not familiar with them, simply just Google CE Lab podcast and you'll find a ton of great resources there. This is put on by Adam Avramescu and Dave Darrington, both really great resources in this space. And on one of their episodes, which is literally titled, "What is Customer Education?" They give this definition. So customer education is the discipline of teaching customers how to use and find value from products. As a business function, it benefits customers in many stages of their journey. And as we go, I really want you to pay attention to this concept of a journey. So we're going to be looking at those structures both in terms of the typical top-down organization chart, as well as in the relation to this journey. So keep that in mind as we go. But let's use an example here. Now, I'm going to use Facebook ads just as an example to show where customer education can play a role. Okay, so here's the Facebook Ads Manager interface, and I've kind of shown, look at all these different parts of this interface, of this application. There's, looks like there's different posts and there's different bids, and there's a bunch of different features on the page, right? So if you are Facebook ads, what you want someone to do is to what? You want them to post an ad. Well, there's a lot of things that go into that. Right? So I first have to decide that I want to try Facebook ads. Then I got to go to the site. I got to create an account. I got to create an ad, and then I got to publish that ad. Right? And they don't make money, or their goal doesn't occur until after I publish that ad. So what if my journey looks more like this, though? I decide I want to try it. I navigate to the site, but I can't really figure it out because there's too many buttons on the page and I don't really know what I'm doing. So I depart that experience, right? This is where the challenge comes in that customer education and training can solve for. So there's a couple ways for us to impact this kind of behavior, and you'll see where training plays a role. One of these is called reactive responses to this problem, right? So I'm using Facebook ads, I'm confused by the experience, and so I'm going to go YouTube my way through trying to resolve that problem. Or I might submit a support ticket or go to some kind of like support site, right? These are reactive challenges. So I've already experienced the problem and I'm reacting to it. I'm going to go try to resolve that. However, there are proactive experiences as well. And you can see where customer training plays a role here. If we were to onboard someone into this Facebook ads experience and explain to them that whole interface before they get used in it, the likelihood is they would not get confused. Customer training typically is a way that you can accomplish this. You can do things live, or you can do things with e-learning content. So as you can see, customer training is a proactive way of impacting this churn behavior. If we apply customer training to the top of that funnel, guess what happens? Look at those green numbers. You'd say the more that people know how to use this product effectively, the more likely that they will go down and do the desired action. So instead of it only being 500 people that end up at the bottom, maybe 1,000 people do. And that is real dollars for Facebook ads, right? That's why customer training matters, is because it is a proactive response to where people find complexity in a software application. Now, there is a myriad of different types of content that can be produced with training. You can have e-learning courses, knowledge bases. You see those listed here: certificate programs, community, in-app walkthroughs. We've probably experienced many of these. There's also training workshops and webinars, which you'll see are very common, that are applied to software applications to help you learn how to use the tools so that you will have a lower likelihood of churning and that there will be a bigger impact on the bottom line for those businesses. And this all comes down to people. Now, you can think of a customer training solution as purely being those people that are actually building the training, but the reality is that for software organizations, these are typically a whole of organization approach, where you are pulling subject matter expertise from different parts of the organization, organizing that knowledge, and then presenting it to customers in a very organized way. So people really matter, and they are the key to really know how to interact with the rest of the organization and get the information that you need. And that is the essence of customer education.